boys?
No. Well, in a way, yes. See, there's some great coffee shops down this way. And we are definitely going to stop for coffee.
Yes, I heard you the first time.
I'm sorry. I get in the habit of repeating myself at school just to make sure that everybody understands.
Ahead. It's quiet and convenient.
Oh, great. Well, we'll stop there. We'll stop at the Black Kettle. Or, maybe we'll just keep on looking. Beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes.
Those boys, aren't you?
Well, I guess so. You see...
Is this a racetrack?
Oh, no. It's a drag strip.
I don't get it. What are we doing here?
Well, I've been a little concerned about my students. You see, oh, this is wild. I mean, they're wild. They need supervising. One thing we're definitely not doing here is racing. We are definitely not going to race.
Wow, my mom in a drag race?
I guess that puts the lid on Mr. Douglas, Julie dear. Now, watch me drive the nails into his coffin.
But just let me out of this car, thank you. Let me ask you one thing. Was that not a race we just had?
No, that was a race.
Yeah, talk about showing us something.
I'll show you that engine. I gotta see that engine. I can't.
Well, you certainly showed me something.
Look, I really am sorry.
What?
I really am.
What was all that talk about your being through with racing?
Let me explain.
Forget it. You just did like my husband did for 12 years, and he is still on the circuit.
Susan...
Don't you Susan me! You racing nuts are all alike. No responsibilities, playing your childish little ego games.
No, slow down.
Think about his racing. Why do you think that I left him? He wasn't a father or a husband.
Well, I'm not your husband either.
That's the good news.
I can give you some bad news.
Some show, Douglas.
What are you doing here?
You in that car? You know, I'll bet you stand a chance at that Long Beach Grand Prix. But, of course, according to Susan, you've quit racing.
Yeah, well, it might be a different story if I had the entry fee.
Well, today might be your lucky day. You see, this is a little reward check from Mother's Bank. I mean, perhaps there's enough there to cover it. I mean, if you're serious, huh?
I'm as good as racing. Does that answer your question?
Yes. Does this answer yours?
By the way, Douglas, you keep that funny little horn of yours tuned up. Someday soon it'll be playing. Here comes the bride for me.
I'd be delighted. Herbie, I got a feeling we just outsmarted ourselves.
Your mother wants you to be there.
Do we have to go to the honeymoon, too?
Over my dead body.
Anyway, I'd rather stay here and watch Jim Douglas and Herbie race. Yeah.
You mention their names again, and you'll be watching them from a hospital bed.
You forgot to pack your favorite blouse, Mom.
Oh, I don't know that that's my favorite.
Is it because you wore it that night with Jim Douglas?
No. Anyway, I haven't given Jim Douglas another thought.
I know this is just another race to you, Jim. You won them all, you and Herbie. I've seen the films and these pictures thousands of times. But for me, it's a first, a brand new experience.
Yeah, you might get paid.
You know something? Forget the money. I get all tingly when I think of standing there on the finish line with you and Herbie and reporters and fans and everybody.
Well, not everybody.
I guess he'll be racing today.
Listen, I'm getting married today. That's the only thing that's on my mind. Racing and Jim Douglas don't interest me in the slightest.
What if you really meant to quit racing, Mom? And was just sort of pushed into this race?
He's doing what he wants to do.
I hope we all are.
Anyway, it's not going to be a sure thing out there. I don't think Herbie has his heart in all this.
Herbie or you, let's face it, you're still thinking about that gal with the kid trio and the Mercedes?
No, she made her choice and I made mine.
Believe me, I've thought it through very carefully. It's the best thing for all of us. Go tell Randy I'll be right down?
I just want you to be sure, Mom.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Look, if you're thinking of pulling out of this race on account of some female, tell me now. Don't break my heart later.
I'm not pulling out of any race.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Great. I'll go get the gear.
Of course I'm sure.
Here you go.
Thanks.
We're expected at noon, and I'd prefer to be there on time after the arrangements Mother's made. We don't have weddings at the Mission of the Chimes every day, you know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just keep thinking I may have forgotten something.
Well, whatever it is, I'll buy you a new one when we get to Santa Barbara.
It's a go on the pit crew. I got Stacy, Carruthers, and Ferguson.
Yeah, good.
Leftovers, but good men.
Now all we need is luck.
You're looking at it. Boy, Herbie sure is all fired up.
Yeah, about the wrong thing.
I better go strip Herbie down for action.
All right, knock it off, Herbie. I am not marrying that girl now or ever. Yeah. Well, that's better. Now just straighten yourself out. We've got a race to win.
It's a lock. Hey, Jim! Hey, wait for me! Besides, why don't we just go on the other way?
Why don't you floor it, Randy?
Plenty of time.
We'll probably be driving. Yeah.
There'll be no unhappy boys. What is this, a wedding or a funeral? Where are you going, Herbie?
suppose she's marrying, That's who I figured. Well, they deserve one another. What do you think we're going to do about it? Stop? We don't even know what time the wedding is. All right, so it's at noon. Noon? Are you kidding? We'll never make Santa Barbara by noon.
We're nearly there.
I can't wait.
Well, we're all looking forward to the wedding.
I mean, I really can't wait for a gas station.
All right, forget it, Herbie. This weekend traffic could take hours. There's no way around it. Where are you going now, Herbie? I mean, look, we're not amphibious, Herbie, all right? Okay, Herbie. Now, look, let's consider this thing rationally, calmly, and sanely, shall we? What are we doing down here? I mean, you can't get to Santa Barbara from here. All right, look. I know you're interested in the girl. I am, too. I mean, she's a wonderful person. But you have stopped thinking clearly. What are you trying to do, Herbie? Head him off at the pass?
Well, I've done the best I could do on such short notice. You naughty boy.
Oh, knowing you, Mother, it'll be perfect.
Oh, thank you, dear. A perfect marriage for a perfect son. And his lovely bride.
All right, now, Herbie, this is it. You gotta turn back. Get it now!
Marriage is a sacred commitment. And this taking of the vows symbolizes the love and trust that will grow within both of you through the years. The beginning steps of a journey that will take you along life's bumpy road. Do you, Randy, take this woman as your lawful wedded wife? And do you, Susan, take this man if there is anyone who knows of any reason why this man and woman should not be joined in holy wedlock? If so, speak now or forever hold your peace.
It's Herbie.
Looks more like a white Charger to me.
Oh, excuse me, madam. I certainly didn't mean to. Well, hello.
What in heaven's name do you think you're doing, Douglas?
Interrupting something, I guess.
My wedding.
Oh, yes. You're marrying, thank you.
I certainly am.
Oh, well, then go right ahead. Go right ahead. Don't let me disturb you.
Well, perhaps we could continue. I have another wedding at 1:30.
Continue with this man in his ridiculous car standing at the altar like a pair of bridesmaids?
Oh, I kind of thought of us as the best man. In more ways than one.
The only way I think of you is out.
Perhaps I could give you a hand.
Well, that won't be necessary, Padre. Aren't you overdue at Long Beach for that race?
I seem to have found something more important to do.
Susan, are we going to continue or not?
I'm sorry, Randy. I'm really not sure.
Well, I am. Come, Mother. Ah! Oh!
Great news for the business. Thanks. Bo got the entry fee back. Now we got to get home before he spends it.
You mean you're not even going to try for the race?
Not now or ever.
You heard the lady.
There'll be no unhappy boys. What is this? A wedding or a funeral, huh?
Let's load up, kids. Would it be premature if I asked
Yes, it would. Try me again.
you? You can bet on it. And if I forget, I know someone who will remind me.
Jim is in over his head, getting to know the kids, and it's Herbie to the rescue.
Thanks, Herbie. I needed that.
Romance moves to the back burner.
Our future is not a puzzle.
So it's Herbie to the rescue again. But when Randy tries to break up the marriage proposal,
I'm gonna have it.
can Herbie stop him with a dirty trick of his own? Can Herbie expose Randy for the villain he is? He'll try next time on Herbie the Love Bug.
Tonight on Baker's Dozen, will a stakeout at a singles bar mean a date with disaster? Then on Shannon, an arson investigation has surprising results that touch close to home. Now stay tuned as a fire has Herb and Jennifer trapped in the elevator on WKRP. Next, following Newsbreak.